But when you think about the cartoons over the last 10, 15 years, them are great too. Like Rick and Morty. You got I haven't really watched anything over the last 10, 15 years because I went straight over to anime. But do you think not anime but cartoons are just as good now versus when we grew up? Or was it just we just kids and we're experiencing it for the first time?
Nah. The cartoons when we was growing up was educational. Animaniacs taught us about the countries. Yakko had a whole song that taught you about Czechoslovakia and other places that we can't pronounce that they was teaching us in school. These cartoons now, no offense against SpongeBob, it's funny, but it's also slow. Some of the stuff on SpongeBob just don't be comprehended. It's not teaching us nothing. The cartoons we watch taught us things. Cartoons they watch, I feel like it's taking away brain matter. So it's not we are not the same.
Do you think they focus more on the viewership versus what the consumer is?
Yeah, I think it's more censorship now and being concerned with what the kids watch nowadays. But then it's still some stuff out there that's even still coming out. Probably on the anime side, but on the cartoon side, like you know how we used to watch cartoon. If you watch them now, like as you grown, and do you see all the little subtle stuff that we didn't pay attention to? Like I ain't even Transformers. Like there was a certain Transformer when it transformed, it had a weird like why is that place right there? That look weird. Like even like Red and Stimpy, we wasn't supposed to be watching
There's
that.
no way.
There's no way we were supposed to be watching
Red and Stimpy, Beavis and Butthead. We were not supposed to be watching that.
But see, that's why those cartoons were out then and not out now. Because with all the sensitivity and stipulations and regulations that they got going on in the year 2000 versus 90s and 80s, we got away with a lot more stuff back then.
But
we weren't as sensitive either.
Well, you know what? When I think about it, some cartoons have made a comeback, but they're not on regular broadcast TV. It's on some form of cable. Because Beavis and Butthead is back.
It is, but you gotta stream it.
But you gotta stream it, or you have to watch it on that certain platform.
Like even like looking at the old like 90s Pokemon, like Team Rocket, Jesse and James were doing some off the wall. If you go back and watch some of that, James then was doing some off the wall stuff.
Everybody thought James was on the other team. I was one of those people, so it's okay.
Oh man,
James had questionable. He was still cool dude though. I ain't gonna lie, James was still dope. He was
James.
He was the homie. That Rose always threw me off. He was the homie, so I was like, I rock.
That make you think about in Sailor Moon. What's the guy that wear the hat? What's his name?
Tuxedo Man.
Yeah, Tuxedo Man.
See, this is my problem with Tuxedo Mask, and I'm gonna talk to the camera on this one. Tuxedo Mask was a grown man. Usagi was 14. That is all.
Well, that rose had a different meaning every time he threw it. Every time he threw that rose, had a different meaning.
Had a different meaning. Why you think she was crying? All right. That's all I'm saying. Man. Everybody that's like, I'm a Sailor Moon girly. Yeah, I know how y'all is as adults versus me. I was Dragon Ball Z girly.
I like this one.
So I hit differently. Bulma was my chick. She was smart. She had money, and she married a prince.
You know what? But in Dragon Ball, money doesn't mean anything.
Absolutely nothing.
What do you mean, like
in Dragon Ball, money doesn't. I forgot what
the concept of the money.
It don't mean nothing. Yeah, I could just go buy me a whole fortune. I'm gonna build a time ship. Who's paying for this?
I mean,
they don't got no mayor. They don't got no township. Nothing.
Like money's just unlimited in Dragon Ball.
It really is.
How they even show is it like actual money or?
I mean, what is it? Zennies?
They call it Zenny. They say Goku has he worked or whatever, but I ain't never see this man get paid.
Tournament money from
I think it was Zenny.
It was Zenny.
Dragon Ball, but you think he won all the money from there?
Yeah, but
they gave it to Hercule so he keep their secret.
Yeah,
that's how he wound up.
The money didn't mean nothing in Dragon Ball. It mean nothing.
Fighting was the only currency.
I don't know if you all know, but WizardCon. I never been to WizardCon. I've been to Fan Expo. So what do you think? If you all been to WizardCon, what do you think how WizardCon is versus Fan Expo since it's not WizardCon anymore?
Okay, so
because it ain't. I've been. And I was like, everybody can talk about WizardCon. I went to Fan Expo, and it was just. It wasn't, in my opinion, for me, for what I wanted to go and buy people to meet. It wasn't like. It wasn't it wasn't it.
Well,
or maybe WizardCon gave a different experience because I never went.
Well, I've been to WizardCon. I think WizardCon, because when I do compare them sometimes, and I think WizardCon is more
Much
of
better.
every.
It was better.
Like you got little small tournaments, little small like prizes, cosplay prizes, and like it's just so much more there. I think it does have less like tournament play, probably versus like Combo Breaker or Frosty Faustine or some of the other big shows. But I think WizardCon is based more on that because you also get entertainers, TV stars, people that draw, the voice actors. Like it's a whole lot more, and it's just like even selling toys and action figures. Like it's just a whole lot more.
Because Fan Expo still has a huge attendance number. People still are going, so it's not like it's not popular. I just didn't feel what I heard about WizardCon, and I'm thinking if you get brought out, you keep the same culture of what. But maybe
I think it's more of the online because you have your certain groups or your certain parties you go to. Like, hey, we're going here. There's a costume contest. I don't want to say costume or a cosplay contest and stuff like that. I think it's more. What exactly are you going there for? Because clearly, you go to Wizard World, you're going to see, either a wrestler that's going to be there or a voice actor. But I think I don't think I've ever been to the other one. What you say, Fan
Expo?
Fan
Expo is Wizard World.
Right.
It got bought by other people who turned it into Fan Expo, but Wizard World, like you said, it had way more activities. It was video games, comic books, Harry Potter, because that's where the whole wizard thing came from. They had a lot of anything that had to do with like mystery and magic was there. And then it was way more vendors. Like they had two sides open. Fan Expo is only one side. Even the Artist Alley at Wizard World was bigger than the one at Fan Expo. They had way more people come to have signatures and sign. They had way more panels. And then it was way more exclusive people coming when it was Wizard World. Now this Fan Expo, it's almost like the same people every year. With Wizard World, it was a mix. It was a change every year. It was always somebody new. So it's like when they got bought out, it shrunk it. Now I still go because I went to Wizard World, so I go to Fan Expo to see. And like you said, I compare too because I'm like Wizard World was more in depth to everybody, while Fan Expo kind of puts you in a box.
Yeah, I'm not saying I had a bad experience. I
had a good experience
from what I've heard. Like before I went to C2E2, I heard a lot about it.